Hey folks. So I wanted to make a quick little video here to announce that BombSquad 1.5 is officially a thing as of yesterday. Hooray! Uh, I was talking before about the Ballistica project, which is basically kind of the new foundation that BombSquad is built on. It's still the same thing as it was before, but it's been updated with Python 3 and just a ton of reorganization and cleanup and things like that. And so this is the first version of the game that's built on this new foundation. So if any of you want to start playing with these builds, they're available. It's at files.ballistica.net/bombsquad/builds. This is the same place where there were old test builds before, but now you can see they're all updated to 1.5. 1.5.2 right now. I've been fixing bugs as people report them. And one quick note is the Android version is still on 1.4. There's a few things I gotta finish getting the Android version updated, but that'll be coming soon. I just wanted to get all these other ones out there so people can play with them for now. So basically, what is new in 1.5? So the big thing, as I mentioned, is just the new architecture. So if you're a modder, if you are like to poke around making mini games or just modifying things or anything, you'll see this is quite a bit changed. And if you poke around the Ballistica project, there's tons of docs at this point, or a decent amount of docs, material to kind of like learn what's new, figure out kind of your way around. Hopefully it won't be too big of a transition getting mods and things like that ported from 1.4 up to 1.5. But there's been a lot of just nice cleanup, just to show you a few things here. So if I open the Ballistica under PyCharm, come into Assets, Source, Python, Standard Library, go into Games, and let's take a look at just Assault. So one of the things that's changed in the past few weeks is, just nerding out for a second, you can now, if you're defining game types, you can define your own like player classes or team classes. So it makes it really easy to kind of say like, oh, I want the team to have, the base position and a score and a flag and give it specific types. And all this stuff is type checked. So it's, I'll cover this more in later videos and articles and things, but it's a lot cleaner to work with. Also, when you're defining game settings, it's more clean now. Just in general, hopefully things will be a lot easier to mod and to have fun with. That being said, like when you're launching 1.5, I'll go ahead and launch one of the test builds. You probably won't notice much different. Oh yeah, I won a tournament. It's going to look a lot like 1.4. So that's kind of the goal. Part of the reason for 1.5 is just to make sure everything is still working. So everything should be where you expect it. Tournaments should work. All that stuff. But the idea is getting the bugs out of this new architecture, making sure everything's working well, and then in the next few versions there'll be some fun new features that are kind of building on top of this stuff. So that is that. One other thing, the server builds are also up, and the server builds are actually a little more kind of new and exciting. So if you take a look at the server builds, they're simplified a little bit. You should just see 4 files in here. There's this new config file, config.yaml, and if you open this up, this is similar to what was there before. It's just no longer have to like edit, like dig through the Python script. You can just look at this config file. It explains everything that's available, all the options. So if you just want to change something, just change your party name to blah blah blah, whatever. Just uncomment things. A few new fun options that were just added is this. So you can now specify admins for your server, which is nice. And admins basically have a few special powers. Like an admin can't be kicked from a kick vote, and an admin can also kick any player without taking a vote. So it's kind of a nice way to keep your server free of scum and villainy. You can also, there's another option where you can just completely disable the default kick voting if you want. I know some people have had problems with getting kicked from their own servers and just people abusing the kick voting system. So if you want to just totally turn it off, you can. So that's that. So there's a config file that comes with the server. And then launching the server, you'll see it looks a little different than before. Nice pretty colors and things like that. And I covered this in a previous video, but there's some cool new features with the server where You can get a list of clients. You can kick people from the command line on the server here. You can send messages to people. We can add more stuff to the server as we think of it. But the server is kind of nice and cleaned up. So unlike the client, which looks similar to 1.4, the server it's improved. So anyway, that's that. So BombSquad 1.5, yeah, give it a whirl. I'll keep working on getting the Android version updated, but in the meantime, let me know if you run into any problems. If you just want to submit issues to the GitHub page on any problems you run into, or just email me at support@frumling.net, the standard stuff. And yeah, let's get this thing cleaned up, and then we can move on to the fun features that are coming next. So anyway, talk to you guys soon, and enjoy.